Greetings, welcome once again to Ariana's Restaurant. Talk more about food. Today, I kind of mentioned the word spice, and Maggie and I were talking about what we want to do spice, but I think what I want to really focus on is most word that we use mostly in the kitchen. What I really focus on when cooking is balance. We've talked about salt, we've talked about acids. So, you think about your tongue. The tongue, we know the four tastes. You have sweet, you have salt, you have bitter, and sour. And then there's the umami, the fifth taste, which definitely is there, that brings everything together. When you're cooking, you want to accent all those different flavors. Sweet is the one that I rarely use because lots of foods have natural sweetness. Your root vegetables have sugars in them. Your seafood has sugars in them. Your meats, pork, beautiful fresh pork has a natural sweetness. So I don't cook with much sweet. It tends to come out naturally except when we're baking. But spices, we use a lot of spices. Here you see behind us quite a few of them. Spices are used, again, whole spices are probably best, like the whole coriander, whole peppercorn. If you're storing spices, it's best to have whole ones, grind them up, that's when the flavor is released. But please do not keep spices around forever. Each one of these containers we probably go through within 2 months. Most of them we go through in less than a month. So we're constantly using our spices up, which is important. Spices will lose their flavor. And so just remember, you buy a 5-pound tub of black peppercorn, got it cheap, 5 years from now, it's not going to taste like black peppercorn. So try and use them. We also, when I think spice, we do use heat, okay? But not blaringly hot heat. Peppers are very popular, but I don't use habaneros. They're too hot. They're too difficult to control. We use a lot of poblanos. They have a nice heat to them, not crazy heat, but they're nice, and we use jalapenos. Lots of jalapenos. Again, people say, well, my food is not hot, spicy, it's not unpleasant. I mean, our curry dish, our shrimp curry is probably the hottest dish on our menu, but it's not one that's going to create pain. I don't like to do that. But we do use peppers frequently. A lot of jalapenos, again, because it's balanced. Now, what happens with a jalapeno or hot peppers, though, is you're never sure exactly what you're going to get, what the heat content is. Right here, though, the seeds and the sort of the inside of the pepper, this is where the caspine is, the really high heat. So I prefer to cut this out and just use the meat only. Then what you do is you take just a piece of pepper, just bite a little bit at the end, and kind of just gently in your mouth, crunch it to see how hot it's going to be. Right now, okay, it's getting a little warm there. But that tells me that's not ridiculous. There's times I've bitten into a jalapeno, got nothing. There's another time I bit a little bit, and it was out of the mouth very quickly. So each pepper has a different heat ratio, so you have to taste it yourself to get a feel for the heat content. Other ways to get heat, well, we use some chili. This is ancho chili powder though, but it's ancho chili. It's a specific chili. Lots of times you buy chili powder, it's just a shake of stuff from all over the place. You don't know what it is, it's lower quality. In French cuisine, we use mustard. Dijon mustard is very popular. In the Hispanic, South American cuisine, they use a hot sauce, a really nice sort of chili sauce. Asian, they use these. This is what I call this sweet Thai chili, or my poi to me is like Chinese ketchup, Asian ketchup. They use it on lots of things. This has sweet and heat in it, so this is kind of fun to incorporate in some dishes. Sambal is just, again, a hot chili paste. And then for Mediterranean North African cuisine, there's a harissa, which is, again, a chili paste. All different flavor profiles. Other things to incorporate to get in some spice and some flavor to your foods is garlic. Garlic is awesome. Raw garlic by itself has a nice bite to it. If you take garlic and roast it, now you create a wonderful, creamy, sort of nutty flavor that is just totally opposite of what this is. But again, it's a way to incorporate a unique flavor. Ginger, a wonderful ingredient to add. Ginger has a nice spice to it. Up front, it's not a hot spice, but it's like, whoa, it's very vibrant, and then it kind of mellows out. So by understanding and using and incorporating these different ingredients in different ways, it helps you develop a dish of flavor that has balance to it. One last thing with spices, be sure garlic and onion are probably the most popular spices people buy, but buy granulated, not garlic powder or not onion powder. Those things, again, are chemically treated. Good granulated onion is just freeze-dried onion or freeze-dried garlic that's been pulverized. It's shelf-stable, but it's the real deal. No chemicals. Be careful of that. So this is a quick lesson for you, spice of life in cooking.